It took only one pitch, one reckless throw, to cast a long shadow over Choi Hyun Wook's blossoming career. The scene was set at the KBO League semi-playoffs, a grand stage filled with hope and excitement. Choi, a young actor celebrated for his fresh charm and promising talent, was handed the ceremonial first pitch, an honor usually met with cheers and smiles. But instead of starting the game on a light, festive note, his pitch flew dangerously close to the head of a young child standing at bat, missing by mere inches. The stadium's energy shifted abruptly, from joy to gasps of terror. The clip exploded on social media, sparking an intense and immediate wave of backlash. What made this moment especially confounding was Choi's background. Until his first year of high school, he wasn't just any celebrity guest on a baseball field. He was an athlete, a catcher with years of experience. Fans, critics, and casual observers alike couldn't reconcile how someone with a sports history could lose so much control on such a critical throw. The controversy quickly spread beyond just the pitch itself. People started questioning the event's organization. How could a child be positioned so close without rigorous safety measures? Why was there no clear protocol to protect that child? The public's reaction became a mix of anger toward Choi's recklessness and frustration with event oversight. The backlash was swift and fierce. On forums and social media platforms, words like irresponsible, reckless, and dangerous trended alongside Choi's name. Yet, amid the storm, some voices demanded restraint. They reminded the public that human error happens and noted that nerves can affect even the most seasoned professionals, especially when performing live under immense pressure. Choi's agency stepped in quickly, releasing a heartfelt apology where he expressed deep remorse for the near accident. Through official channels, Choi reached out to the child's family with a handwritten apology letter, which they accepted with grace. Still, the incident left an indelible mark on his image, raising unsettling questions about his readiness to handle public responsibilities beyond acting. Just when it seemed the controversy might settle, a crystal-clear ripple began to form on another front, this time in the digital realm. Fans and netizens caught wind that Choi had followed an Instagram account notorious for its far-right political memes and derogatory slang. To many, this was an alarming revelation. South Korea's online community can be unforgiving, especially when political and social sensitivities are involved. The account itself taunted the actor, pointing out the carelessness of the follow in a sarcastic Instagram story. The clash was immediate, a maelstrom of online chatter debating whether Choi's follow signaled anything more than a distracted mistake or an irresponsible public act with political undertones. This digital controversy recalled a broader reality. In today's interconnected world, what an actor follows online can affect their public persona as much as their on-screen performances. The public rapidly demands not only professionalism in work, but vigilance in digital presence. For young stars navigating new levels of fame, this can be a minefield. Industry insiders suggested that many young idols are often unprepared for the political layers of social media or may click through accounts without awareness of their implications. Yet the cost of such mistakes can be career-defining. Choi's quick unfollow only partially stemmed the backlash. The damage had already fueled conversations about his maturity and judgment. Earlier, in 2023, another episode punctuated the challenges of Choi's life under a microscope. A seemingly trivial Instagram post showcasing his collectible bear brick figurine unexpectedly revealed a nude reflection of the actor. The post wasn't intended as a scandal, but the reflective surface immortalized what Choi likely wished to keep private. Fans reacted with surprise, sympathy, and some embarrassment. It was a stark reminder of how invasive fame can be, how even innocent moments risk becoming public fodder. Whether seen as a simple misstep or a privacy breach, it again emphasized vulnerability beneath Choi's carefully crafted public image. Then came a more tangible, socially sensitive controversy. A viral video showed Choi smoking in a non-smoking area near Gangnam and carelessly discarding his cigarette on the street. In South Korea, where cultural norms stress community respect and environmental cleanliness, this act did not go unnoticed. Fans expressed disappointment, especially given Choi's rising star status and the role model expectations that come with it. His agency confirmed the video's authenticity, and Choi accepted responsibility publicly, receiving a fine for illegal disposal of waste. While the legal consequences were minor, the public optics were damaging. The episode became emblematic of the higher standards celebrities are held to and how easily minor infractions can erode trust. Taking a step back, these controversies reveal the profound challenges Choi Hyun Wook faces as a young actor in South Korea's saturated and highly scrutinized entertainment industry. Korea's idol and acting culture is unforgiving, where fans expect stars to perform perfectly both on and off screen. The public often conflates character and personal behavior with professional success. success. For someone of Choi's age and career stage, this intense spotlight can distort normal developmental processes, leading to mistakes that the media and netizens mistake for moral failings. The pressure to be exemplary while growing up publicly is immense and often relentless. There's another significant layer: the psychological toll. Choi's nervousness during the ceremonial pitch, his social media missteps, and even private moments leaked to the public paint a picture of a young man under extraordinary pressure and constant surveillance. The industry, while fueling his rise, seems also ill-equipped to provide the necessary guidance and support young stars desperately need. This gap between public expectation and personal capacity creates a breeding ground for scandal, turning every error into a headline. Furthermore, the role of fan culture can't be overstated. Korean fandoms are deeply passionate but highly demanding. Fans often act as self-appointed guardians of idol purity, ready to defend or condemn with equal fervor. This dynamic creates an unstable environment where a star's image must be constantly managed with supreme precision. Choi's controversies showcase the pitfalls where one moment of error or perceived error can lead to swift and severe judgment, amplified by social media algorithms and relentless media attention. So, what lies ahead for Choi Hyun Wook? The future remains uncertain but teeming with potential. His agency has vowed to intensify personal development programs, image consulting, and mental wellness support to help him navigate the complexities of fame and public life more effectively. But ultimately, the onus lies with Choi himself to learn, to reflect, and to grow. How he chooses to respond to these controversies, whether by hiding, defending, or evolving, will likely shape his trajectory in the industry. For the millions watching, from hopeful fans to critical observers, Choi's story is more than just a cautionary tale. It's a lens through which we see the complex dance between talent, exposure, and human vulnerability in the age of social media. His journey raises fundamental questions about the nature of celebrity today. Can young stars succeed without being consumed by the pressures surrounding them? Can fans balance their admiration with humanity and forgiveness? And how does an industry evolve to protect the very talents it depends on? Right now, Choi Hyun Wook stands at a crossroads. Behind the controversies and headlines is a young actor with undeniable potential and the raw materials to rise higher than ever before. But to do that, he must rebuild public trust and demonstrate the maturity that fame demands. This is the real test of his career, of his character. The lights haven't dimmed on Choi Hyun Wook yet. In fact, the spotlight might just be shifting, from scenes on a set to scenes of growth and redemption. If he can navigate this path wisely, he could not only salvage his career, but become a compelling example of how resilience, humility, and learning from mistakes can redefine success. In a world obsessed with perfection, Choi's story serves as a reminder that brilliance often coexists with flaws, and that sometimes the greatest strength lies in rising after a fall. How he journeys from here will captivate not just fans, but anyone fascinated by the human side of fame. Will Choi Hyun Wook turn these controversies into chapters of growth, or will they linger as stumbling blocks in an unforgiving industry? Only time and his choices will tell.